Do you remember in middle school how all the popular girls would get together and make up lies about the less popular girl over in the corner to make them feel better about themselves? Well, this is kind of what FUD is in the crypto industry. And who knew that both middle school girls and the crypto news industry would have something in common? Welcome to Whiteboard Crypto, the #1 YouTube channel for crypto education, and here we explain topics of the cryptocurrency world using analogies, stories, and examples so that people like you can easily understand them. In this video, we're going to explain what the FUD is, a little trick that you can use to navigate the wild, wild west of crypto drama to know which sources are true, and even a way to profit from it. Let's dig in. FUD is an acronym for fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And if you couldn't guess by the name, it is used mainly in crypto news and even the stock market to emotionally manipulate people into selling their crypto holdings. You've probably seen hundreds of headlines that Bitcoin's a bubble or the government is banning crypto sales. These types of headlines are what we call FUD. While there may be a little bit of truth behind them, they are usually spun to try to strike on the worst case possible. Let's take a headline that I saw the other day. It mentioned that the UK was banning trade on Binance. And while that is fine, and there is maybe some truth to it, the article started talking about this move being the downfall of crypto and how you should have all of your money in fiat currencies. Now yes, some currencies are cracking down on Binance, and this is a whole nother video, but it is not logical to abstract that fear from one coin to an entire industry. It is not a reason to sell all of your crypto. Let me explain. You should base your selling position on what you believe the market is doing and how much you believe in a project itself, not off of headlines. Headlines are good sources of information, but writers are usually incentivized to write clickbaity titles that churn readers. We've found time and time again that emotional headlines get more clicks than boring ones. So it would make sense why this is happening. Because now that I've gotten that rant over with, what should you believe in when it comes to news and crypto? Well, the best answer I can give you is to do your own research. One place I love to look is Reddit, because no matter what a thread is saying, you'll have tons of people's input, and then you can then decide what to do moving forward. Now, Reddit is biased too, so diversify your input options. You can check the project's Discord, or maybe they have a Telegram group. Of course, these may be biased as well, but hopefully you'll get more technical information about how a project actually solves a problem. Another thing you can take a look at is all the signs of something called a rug pull, which we've created an entire video on. You can check out that highly valuable resource in the description below. Finally, if you really need to, take out a piece of paper and write down what's fact and what's feeling. I actually run a psychology channel and commonly give this piece of advice to guys and girls who are in relationships and aren't sure what to do. Facts would be like, Tesla bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. And Bitcoin has been increasing since 2009 with a few ups and downs. And even, there's a halvening soon. Examples of feelings, on the other hand, are like, the news around Bitcoin seems really negative lately. And I've lost $400 already, I'm afraid I'm gonna lose more. And even, everyone around me is selling, I'm getting worried. Deciphering your emotions from the truth really helps in finding what to believe and in what to invest. Now we hope that this little trick is far beyond what our competitors have to offer. And if you thought it was helpful, consider subscribing. We aim to create high quality, unique content that blows our competitors out of the water. And a subscription to this channel will benefit you because you'll get to see future videos and it'll benefit us by rewarding our hard work. Next up, something I never thought I would talk about. How can you profit off of FUD? Now this is a section I wasn't sure I wanted to put in because it almost sounds like I'm encouraging FUD, but we would be doing you a disservice by not letting you guys know each advantage in the market. First off, shorting. If you sense that FUD is happening within a certain crypto coin or token, you can always short it and earn a profit if the price would go down. Now, like we've said in many videos, we are not financial advisors, but we want to open you guys up to new ideas and possibilities. If you've never shorted a stock or a token before, I would definitely do more research before tossing any of your money into it. Or at least watch our video on the Fulcrum Protocol. The Fulcrum Protocol is a crypto protocol that allows you to short things. Option number 2 is that you can just buy when it is low, because another way to benefit from FUD is to buy when the market is low. For example, when Tesla said they were accepting Bitcoin, the price went up. And then when they actually bought $1.5 billion of Bitcoin, the price also went up. However, when they said they were no longer accepting it, the price went from around $49,000 to $35,000. And this presented a unique opportunity to Bitcoin believers around the world to buy a bunch of coins that FUDsters sold. Now this is an obvious example of FUD because the reasoning was due to environmental impacts, and I can guarantee you when they bought $1.5 billion of Bitcoin in the first place, they knew exactly what they were getting into. You don't make a play like that without at least hiring 10 experts and consulting with your HR department. Also, they didn't immediately sell their Bitcoin, they just said they weren't accepting it. And then we can even get into when Elon was promoting Dogecoin. This caused the price to go up, and it's kind of the opposite of FUD. It's called FOMO, or fear of missing out. Leave a like on this video, and we'll create a specific video about FOMO and how you can use it to benefit your crypto portfolio. Anyways, when the price dropped from $49,000 to $35,000, it resulted in a huge opportunity for people who believe that someday Bitcoin will hit $100,000 or even $500,000. Moving on, I want to talk about Warren Buffett. Because you could even say that Warren Buffett himself is a FUDster, saying that he'll never buy Bitcoin or any crypto because it's not an income-producing asset. At least he has a decent reason, but his words have influence, and just one statement like that can make a lot of people change their minds. Now, this is a part of the video where I remind you that there are people on the other side too. We know there are people out there who say things like, Bitcoin's going to be worth $1 million next year, and Ethereum's going to replace the internet. These people should sound just as crazy to you, as they are delusional on the other side of the spectrum. This video is a reminder to keep your wits about you, perform in-depth research whenever you invest your money, and only invest what you're willing to use. Yada yada yada, you know, the usual financial advice. But as a personal example, this channel has around $16,000 of my own personal money in it, with no return yet. And I'm fine losing that, but at least if I do, our team has produced a large number of very high quality videos for future generations, and so far they're definitely helping a lot of people out. But I've done the math, and this channel is growing. I'm fairly certain that I'll get a decent return over the next couple years, at least unless YouTube wipes out crypto channels. Please don't do that, YouTube. Finishing up, the biggest principle we want you to know is not to believe everything you see online. Unfortunately, we cannot be as naive as we once were. Do your own research before deciding to sell whatever assets you own, and use your best judgment from as many sources as you can possibly find. Maybe even keep a piece of paper of reasons why you decided to buy in the first place, as a simple reminder to not get fearful when the news starts to get emotional. As we wrap this video up, thank you guys so much for watching. We hope that you've enjoyed this short little video. We really hope that you've learned something, and most importantly, we hope to see you in the next video.